Let's talk a little bit about your fans and about the internet. The artwork came from a fan, right, for the new album?
Yes, fan from Israel.
That's awesome, and it's really one of my favorite album covers that you guys have had so far. And also speaking of fans, you all had the video that you shot recently, and that was for Solar Racer, right?
Yes, sir.
And there was, a shit ton of fans came out for that, and it turned out, the video looks great. It looks really exciting and everything. Do you think that kind of thing you could get that kind of thing together? A couple of things that we've talked about, like the artwork from the album, the video,
right.
And even the way that you and Tony write together. Do you think that any of that could happen at all without the internet?
No. Not at all.
It's amazing to us because that's why with the podcast and everything, the internet's changed music in such a way that I don't think a lot of people think of it in creative terms. But sometimes I don't think that some of these things like the videos and all this could come together without such a great response from the internet. And it's good to see that you guys have embraced that so much.
Yeah, we've tried to embrace the social media that you can do with Facebook, MySpace, Reverb Nation stuff. Like, if we tried to put a casting call out for people to show up in the video and did not use the internet, no one would know, And that's how clearly everyone showed up. Put it out there on a couple places, and they all just showed up, But on this time through, we have literally let the fans sit side by side with us the whole time. They paid for the album. A fan did the artwork. A fan shot the video, and they all showed up and did. We're getting to the point where we're letting fans pick songs to play that we play live and stuff. It's just like hell. They know more of what we need to do than we do. It seems like so we're just going to keep asking all the fans what we should do. Like they're like our magic eight.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You guys do have some awesome fans. I know that I've been a fan of you guys, since first hearing you back in the early days. But it seems like every year, even while you guys were taking a little bit of a break there, I'd have people come to me and say, especially people from out of state, knowing that I'm from West Virginia and that I'm into metal, will be like, "Have you heard the band Byzantine?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've heard the band Byzantine."
We play with them.
Right. But the fans are awesome. I see people with tattoos and shit. It's crazy.
It's weird. Like, we were out actively touring, trying to make a living at this. We felt like there was no fans out there to be had. And at that point, there really was. We were the opener on every tour we did, and we were there to steal up 30 minutes and get the hell off stage. And it was a humbling experience going around the country and playing to like maybe 5 people and then the band standing on the side of the stage, But after we broke up, like you said, like it kept going over the 5 years. Like, people hit us up and be like, "Hey, I just now found out about you guys, and I heard you broke up, 4 years ago."
Yeah.
So all that was a big factor in us actually getting back together because we saw that it wasn't dying. And I had a couple people tell me, they're like, "You guys are getting this weird, small, cult, underground following that maybe you need to capitalize on again." And we were like, "Okay, maybe we'll try."
And did it feel like that when you guys came back? Did it feel like, that you hadn't even been gone, or did it take a little while to work into it?
It took a little while. Like, the first practice was really awkward, because it had been a couple of years since we had seen each other, some of us, and we ended on real bad terms. But we didn't waste any time. Like, me and Tony went ahead and wrote this album complete without even seeing each other. And then we got together and said, "Okay, we're going to rehearse this album." So we haven't been a band in 5 years. So we got together in a garage and we were like, "Hey, good seeing you. How's the kids? Okay, let's hear a song." So it was awkward, but we didn't let it linger for too long. We was like, we got work to do. because we found out we put out that Kickstarter thing to try to fund this album, and it was going to be our litmus test to find out if anybody gave a shit.
Right.
Like if we saw we got like $300 donated, then we'd be like, we'd just give it back to them. Be like, okay, there's no saying. But we got like $8,000 from that, and it was all fans who were like, hey, I used to listen to when I was in high school, now I'm a doctor, so here's $250. We're like, okay.
That is awesome.
We're gonna have to make an album now.
So you pretty much made this album and pay all these fans back for talking you into getting it back together.
Back. Yeah,